We have a lot to lose. German economist's bombshell warning to Merkel over Brexit talks. Angela Merkel has been warned Germany has very much to lose if she lets the European Union carry on with its point-blank refusal to discuss a post-Brexit trade deal with Britain. A leading German economist told the Chancellor a no-deal scenario, under which the UK crashes out of the bloc without a new trading arrangement in place, would have dire consequences for Berlin. Professor Thorst Pollitt told Express.co.uk Eurocrats will harm the interest of people in the EU if they continue to pursue their current antagonistic tone towards Britain. Mrs. Merkel is currently seeking a fourth term as German Chancellor and is running her campaign on the back of solid if not spectacular economic growth in Europe's powerhouse. Industrialists have previously warned that the German manufacturing industry in particular, which is a source of huge national pride, would be badly hit by the imposition of barriers after Brexit. A report by the consultancy firm Deloitte, published earlier this year, estimated that car makers alone would need to shed 18,000 skilled jobs if the UK leaves the bloc without a deal. The industry has already been left reeling by the emissions scandal, which showed German companies cheating on environmental tests, and can scarcely afford another massive hit. Britain is the biggest export market for German goods in Europe, with the country selling us a massive £25 billion more in goods and services every year than we sell to them. Professor Pollitt predicted that the EU will inevitably try to punish the UK for leaving the bloc to deter others from doing so, but said Mrs. Merkel must resist that urge for the sake of the German economy. He said, "Sooner or later the free market system is going replaced by a system of coercion. This is the problem of the EU and now Great Britain is trying to get out and of course the remaining European interest groups don't take kindly to this. You can expect them to do their best to give Britain a hard time to prevent the impression that an exit can be beneficial to a member state. So I can imagine that Brussels tries to give Great Britain a hard time and that includes a protectionist restriction on free trade. They won't only harm British interests, they will also harm the interest of people in the EU. Because if you interfere and hamper free trade you reduce the material benefits that can be achieved, so it's a lose-lose strategy which is being pursued in Brussels at this juncture." Asked what impact he thought a no-deal scenario would have on the German economy, the respected economist replied, "Germany has very much to lose once free trade is getting restricted. 6 is Great Britain. Germany is highly dependent on the demand in other countries, we keep exporting like hell, so German firms have customers in many countries around the world and without these markets economic growth and the employment situation in Germany cannot be sustained, so Germany has a vital interest that there is free trade." In a clear indication of the pressure Mrs. Merkel is likely to face from German business, he then added, "In corporate Germany, most CEOs are very aware that free trade is very important for the well-being of the economy." Professor Pollitt's views were echoed by Brexit-backing British academic Professor Patrick Mifford, who said failing to secure a favourable deal is against Germany's national interest. He told Express.co.uk, "The German political sentiment is very pro-EU, but on the economics side they are quite free market. For the Germans, it's against their national interest to have any barriers between us. They sell so much here, but there's an awful lot of nations to be kept quiet and it's very hard to know what the EU will do. We just have to be calm about it." Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.